Ricky Flex, why don't you give your number 2?
Number 2 goes to Joker 2. Folie à Deux.
Ricky, I have that higher.
You're ridiculous. That
No.
is ridiculous. Ridley
Why?
Scott. I know we said it on the checkup, but Ridley Scott saying that Gladiator 2 is his best film. Yes, that is ridiculous. But Gladiator might be, for me, it's my favorite Ridley Scott film. And I know it pretty damn sure is in your top 3 at the minimum. I get why do you have Joker 2 at 2?
Because I'm in love with the trailer. I think it's going to accelerate what we saw in the first Joker. It's Joaquin coming back from an Oscar-winning performance. It's Lady Gaga playing a different version of a character I love with Harley Quinn. It's something where she might be vying for an Oscar. It's a sequel to a movie got nominated for 11 Oscars. It's a divisive film. I don't know how it's going to play off on screen. There's so many fun things that are a part of this. Is it a musical? It has animated sequences. How will it play out? I just can't wait to sit in a movie theater and watch Joker 2. But I can't wait to watch. I'm not saying it was an easy decision, Ricky. I think Gladiator 2 is going to be amazing, right? I didn't love I love the Joker trailer way more, both of them, more than Gladiator 2 trailer. 100%. I am so pumped to see Paul Mescal. I loved After Sun. I think he's going to be an incredible actor in whatever he does. I think he's going to be known to everybody in the world following this movie, and that cast is better than Joker 2. Like, it has not only Paul Mescal, it's got Pedro Pascal, it's got Denzel Washington, it's got amazing sequence, like it seems like sets, and it seems like amazing action sequences in the Coliseum. We're bringing in goddamn water, but I just like the trailer more for Joker 2. I think it's going to be absolutely a crazy experience in theater.
Okay. Yes, Joker 2 coming off of Joker that did well. 2 Oscar wins, score, best actor, best picture nominee. But Gladiator 2 is coming off of Gladiator. All-time movie.
24 years later, and we don't have Russell
And
Crowe.
you look at that cast that you said, not to mention Joseph Quinn, Fred Hedikinger, Connie Nielsen, Damon Hunsu's back. Then Ridley Scott, you saw those set leak photos that got published last week with Empire. Practical sets look incredible. Paul Mescal, this is his like Austin Butler Elvis movie, but in Gladiator, a huge scale, like not an epic, but like this is like epic as in epic movie in Gladiator Legacy sequel, where Legacy sequels are doing very well right now, and with a Ridley Scott who does very well with his own IP. So I'm just shocked. I'm like Joker 2. I like that show. I like what they're doing there, but like Gladiator 2 is just so much bigger in my eyes. It's just so much bigger. There's the bigger cast. The story, I think, is more interesting, and especially coming after Gladiator versus coming after Joker 1, where I think Joker 1 I liked, I didn't love. So it's a little different. I understand the 24 years aspect, but then again, like that we saw this trailer. I like it. I have faith in it, and I think it's just Gladiator brings a different oomph to it, a different power versus like a Joker.
This is a battle of 2 unnecessary sequels. That's what it is. And I find Gladiator 2 even more unnecessary than Joker 2 because like Russell Crowe's not here. Best actor winner from a 2000 movie that has stuck with everyone who watched it for the first time back in 2000 and people's kids that have watched Gladiator. Iconic. And I just feel Joker is like a movie. Did we need it in the first place? It was amazing to see a grounded version of one of the most iconic villains in cinematic history. And it gets nominated for 11 Oscars, and it seems like there was a nice bow at the end of that story. And they said they weren't going to make another one, and yet it makes $1 billion, and they decide to make another one. I just think this is a battle of unnecessary sequels, and I find just Gladiator 2 more unnecessary than Joker 2.
Okay.
And I'm very excited. It's 2. We have the same 1, too, just in a different order. This shouldn't be like us arguing right now is for nothing. It's for nothing. It makes no sense to argue about.
I think, can we say, I'm kind of pivoting a little bit because I actually have a question I was going to bring up, but I'm just shocked still that you picked Joker 2. Can we say
I've been hyping this movie for months, Ricky. I've loved the trailers for this.
Ridley Scott is 86 years old. Is he done after this if this doesn't work?
No, he likes to work too much.
But But like, can we say maybe not? That's not the question. Sorry. Like, can we just say after this, like after Napoleon, after House of Gucci, can we say like he's lost his fastball if this doesn't work?
I think people have already said that. I think people love Ridley Scott no matter what. I don't think people have been ignoring that his movies haven't really worked over the past 6, 7 years,
But like,
except for The Martian. The Martian was
I like The
The Martian.
Martian. I like The Last Duel.
Yeah,
I think there's good aspects of Napoleon. There's good aspects of House of Gucci.
yeah,
It's just like I think with Gladiator 2, this is like your last stand, like last call, your
yeah.
last stand of like, I am legitimately one of the best, not just directors of all time, because he always will be, no matter what the outcome of his movies is. It's more like, am I still like, if I'm making a movie, you're seeing this goddamn movie because it's amazing, not because of my name. And I think this is like, if you can't do Gladiator right, I think he can't do anything right anymore, or
That's
at least to the level they used to be.
reminded me of a JP take that he had where he said, is this it? If Ridley Scott can't pull off Gladiator 2, if it has middling reviews, if it is nowhere near the success of the original, I think there's a lot riding on this movie because like he is saying this is the best movie he's ever made. And it's Ridley Scott saying that. And this guy is obviously a promotion machine. You're putting all this pressure on yourself, but like there's already pressure on it. Like you're making the sequel to Gladiator. I'm just thinking the best part of Gladiator to me is Russell Crowe. Like his performance was the best part of Gladiator. So I think there's just so much pressure on Paul Mescal. I know there's a great supporting cast here, but he is supposed to be like your next Gladiator. Russell Crowe was so amazing in that movie, to not have, I know it's honoring him, but it's just going to be hard. It's hard. I feel like I want it to be good. I need it to be good, but like comparing it to Joker, I don't need it to be the best thing I've ever seen. I just need this to be an experience in the theater.
It's just,
I don't think because like the first one was so divisive already. It was such a love-hate type of relationship with audiences. I think you're gonna get that even like more so with this next one.
I guess that's also like why it's not like for me like Gladiator 2 is the clear cut number one for me because like Joker 1 like I don't know for me like I think I'm pro Joker but I don't think it works like all the time. I don't think like the Best Picture nom there like if you look back at that iconic Oscars it's like that's probably the worst movie in the 10 one of the worst movies in that list of 10.
I don't know, dude. Got nominated for 11 Oscars. That's score.
I know, and like people look back now and it's like. Ooh,
I
don't know about that. So like I don't know. It's again. It's my number 2 for a reason. I can't wait for it. I think hot take. I think this is gonna be better than the first one. Like
I know, dude. I think it is too. Lady Gaga, like not too much pressure on Joaquin. It looks.
I'm on record saying Lady Gaga is gonna get nominated for an Oscar for this.
Yeah, no, I'm in the.
But
same
my last thing with Gladiator 2. I mentioned Paul Mescal before. This is his like again. Timothy Chalamet, Dune 2 lead. Paul Mescal in that same bucket of young / he's here next era of male actors in Hollywood trying to take that mantle away from that previous generation, right? This is his Dune. So can he come out post the Russell Crowe performance 24 years ago, like you mentioned? Can he do it? And if he can, then holy crap, we have a battle between him, Timothy. I'm saying Timmy, Austin Butler. Like it's gonna be like this is gonna like push us into that conversation even more. And I love talking about most anticipated first, and then I like talking about the next man up, like who's next. And that's like the best debate there is going in Hollywood, I think, right now. So I really want Paul Mescal to succeed here, just for that the conversation to happen more realistically, because I think Timothy's just so far and away ahead with Austin Butler versus Paul Mescal because he hasn't had the chance. Here's his chance. Can he convert?
I personally already have him there, but I guess he has to prove it to everybody else.